Alright guys, welcome. Clockwork here, playing as Be Easy in the company 2 Easy in StarBase. So we're going to do a little ship show right here. So this is the Raven. It costs 220. I'll put up the description. I'll put up the picture. 215 or something like that without guns. And then it just jumps up. I mean, these aren't even like a lot of guns right here. This is just a single and a single. So 2 guns, it jumps up like twice as much. Almost pushing us to $500,000. So it's got a lot of neat features. It's relatively cheap for what you're getting. I mean, it's heavily armored. It's fast. It's got looks. It's got it all. It's a comfortable ride. It can go for a while. You can upgrade it and add more propellant tanks. I always want to say propane. Propellant tanks on it. It's got sensors. It has automatic turrets that will come off. So I'm going to display a couple of these. A couple of the features real quick before we start driving. So yeah, we got up top, we have tier 2 generator for the fuel rods. Basically tucked away. We have the cockpit button. I might fix the cockpit just a little bit, but I like it. It's rustic. So in the cockpit, you have your old YOLO behind you that you can activate, but you can always seal it off. When you're in the cockpit, got nice little buttons here. So we have, once you start up the ship, once it's at 50%, you can fly without draining the battery. And then once you're at 100%, you can fight without draining the battery. These are lights, interior lights. You can turn off if you're just stalking. What else we got? So these are our sensors going off. So if you don't want them on, just turn them off. You got your top left, top right, left side of the ship, right side of the ship, bottom right, bottom left, then just the back itself. You can add more sensors. You just have to name them. So I mean, right now, I only put a couple on there. It was a $4,000 upgrade, about maybe 6 with the YOLO chip and all. So $6,000 upgrade for that, and then you can add on to it. So at least it's in there, it's ready to go, and then you can add as many sensors as you want. It is in the asteroid avoidance. This is just for if you want to know. It's just for information. We do have the targeting system that I'm going to show you. We have turtle, we have cruise, power on, power off, and then shoot, obviously. So we can shoot. And you can see that it's just spread out, normal. Okay, we'll go with the targeting system. So you saw how that worked. I gotta go to my other controller. Alright, so regular shooting. Let's just look this way. Alright, regular. Okay, now you can see the spread on that. Now we're gonna go to targeting. Now I'm not clicking nothing, like I got targeting on. And then I'll just look over. And you can see how it centers your target. So yeah, it's gonna bust up your heat a little bit, but you can adjust it if you want. You can have it whatever way you want, but the system's in there. So it's your YOLO codes and all in there. So, but you can still shoot. I can still shoot with the targeting system on. So I'm shooting. Let me let it go down. I'll show you. But instead of it being 1, it goes back to touching it. I literally have to click the space bar. So it kind of takes over your shooting, but you can still do it. But then you can just let it be. So you can adjust it, dial it in if you want. But you really don't need to shoot. You just line it up and it'll do it. Alright? So, and then you can configure, like I have the Raven set up right here to configure it all the way you want it. So let's look at these sensors right here. Let's go back to normal, I guess. Alright, so obviously take this sensor off. That's top right, so that should go off. Yep. Top left, see the orange. Okay, so blinking green is this left one. Yep, okay. The right one, blue. I can reach it. So these go up to 200 meters. You can adjust it in the YOLO code if you want to do a little bit different. So our bottom left should be going off, right? Yep, bottom left. Okay. I just wanted to show you guys that feature before we take off. I mean, I like it for, and we'll get it out in the sun. We'll take some looks at it. So if this breaks one of the fields at all, then the back goes off. So I was more concerned about the back, somebody following us. Here we go. So let's move some stuff out of the way. It can take a hit. I did it. We have done it. I just couldn't find out what was wrong with it. Now, if you have your repair tools and all that, you can just easily fix it. I think it like busted out just this little guy right here and like one of these, but not the whole thing. It was just something. So I think it was just saying, hey, it's different from the blueprint, pretty much. Here we go. Let's just take her out. I'm gonna try to avoid that. Nice and easy. All right, here we go. Let's break her in. Turn off my light. So I was having a glare, so what I did was I put a plate in front of it so you didn't have the glare anymore. But man, I'm loving it. Oh, I gotta paint that. Okay. Remember, remind me. Paint that. So we'll do a little roll. It's not the fastest roll, but nice. Nice and heavy, dude. I'm telling you, this thing is a beast. It's quick. Got some speed to it. We do have iSand, but I think I don't know if iSand's working right now, so you might have to just double check the code if you want the ship. I'm gonna double check it because it was saying error, but now it's not. So I gotta double check the code. Maybe they updated it, and then plus we just did that update. So let's turn off these sensors. Yeah, so now we're at green. We can pretty much hold down fire, and your battery is not gonna peter out on you. Your battery will keep up. So that's what that green and red mean. About it. Let's do a quick little round. All right, let's get out of the cockpit, take a little look-see. There's a couple secrets that I haven't shown yet. Can't show you all my cards, guys. Alright. Let's take a step back. Alright, I love that. I love that stepping. Yeah, I'm starting to really figure out, you know how like it's space engineers and like survival, Empyrean and all, like you start getting used to the building style. Well, I think I got used to it. I like it. These triangles are awesome. I mean, they're a little pain in the butt, but once you get used to it, they start looking really good. I really wanted something detailed, something that looked like a ship, that felt like a ship, that looked like a ship, that was heavy duty. Oh yeah, we do have 4 ore crates on it, so I figured if you do have some repairs that need to be done, you can repair in your inventory. With 4, you have 6 on your backpack, so you know, I think you can repair anything to get it back to a station. So that was my theory on that. not necessarily like go mining with it. Yeah, and then I wanted to keep these exposed. My buddy definitely said, you know, that'd be cool if that was just still exposed. And I agree. I'm a little worried because everything else isn't exposed. So these thrusters, man, they turn out really nice. I was a little worried about how I was going to do this. Everything's sharp edges, except the front. At least this and then that. I was worried about how it was all going to click. It did. It worked. Okay. Now we got one more little surprise for you guys. So you can fit more people. And you have a little maintenance hatch. So let's come up. Kind of a Mario jump right there. Turn on the lights. Okay, so these activate both hatches on each side. And both lights. So that activates the lights over there. But so you can be sitting here and you can look at the ammo that you have for your buddy. You can activate, get into the inventory. You can see if something's going on. You can make a couple upgrades. There is some room to spare. I did leave some room, so very tight, but good. Come out, drop out. It's almost like a water slide. It's like a nice little water slide. There you go. And I was gonna plate these, but I think you're alright. Be alright. I mean, in a fight, this, you know, we'll see how it goes. We're gonna have to do some PvP tests with this thing. All right, so yeah, it would sit down. I guess I'll let that light over there. And the same thing. Turn that off. Same thing over here. It's mirrored, so. But here's the little secret, little trick right here. You can look at this and just boom. So if you're having maintenance issues, if you want to hide, or there might be a strategy here. You know, if you're just sitting here, you could go lights off, right? Go lights off, boom, boom. You know, shut her down. Turn off the lights. And you could be chilling. Chilling here. Maybe open the cockpit or something. Pop this cockpit. Maybe rip off a wing or rip off one of the plates, just kind of tear it off, and you know, maybe break a glass or something. If I come by, throw on a ping transponder, something like that. But let's jump in there. All right, that's the build, really. I mean, what do you guys think? Tell me what you would want me to build, or build anything, or stop building because it's atrocious. I love it. I think it looks slick. I love the sharpness of it. That's kind of how my build style is. So you're really getting a taste of what my style is. It's really edgy with some roundness. Yeah. So this is the small fighter, the relatively cheap fighter that I wanted. If I would just go with one gun, it would probably be 350. But this is right now it's a little pricey. It's, you know, $500,000, but I get it though, and it's armored. I mean, this thing's filled with beams, filled with plates. I mean, the whole bottom itself is just nothing. There's nothing but beams. So, all right, you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next one. See you.